Who are some great fashion designers? Some great fashion designers were Yves Saint Laurent, Pierre Cardin, Tom Ford, Christian Dior, Ralph Lauren, Donatella Versace, Calvin Klein, Giorgio Armani, Donna Karan, and Coco Chanel in first place. What were the fashion eras? Okay, so the fashion eras. From 1800 to 1837, late Georgian. From 1820 to 1837, there's the Romantic era. From 1837 to 1913, Victorian eras. Early, mid, and late. Then there was the naughty 90s, the final decade of the 19th century. Fin de siècle was from 1870 to 1914. La Belle Époque was from 1890 to 1914. The 20th century, Art Nouveau era, 1913 to 1947. Oriental era, First World War era, 1920s, the flappers and bright young things. Art Deco and the Roaring Twenties. The era of utility clothing from 1939 to 1945. 1947 to 1970 was the New Look era, Hollywood glamour girls, and era of ready-to-wear. 1950s, the era of rock and roll teenagers, era of the mini in swinging 60s London, op-art era. Flower power era, authentic folklore, 1960 to 1975. Then from 1970 to 1985, the disco fever mid-1970s. New Romantics era, 1980. Power dressing and yuppies era, 1980. 1985 to 2000, grunge, deconstruction, minimalism, purism, and boho hippie. So, how does fashion change over time? Well, to begin with, cavemen wore nothing but animal clothes. Then Romans wore togas, Egyptians wore nothing till sticks, and then men wore loincloths. Women wore dresses with one or two straps. In the 1400s, wool robes were popular. In the 1200s, men wore tunics over linen shirts. Women wore loosely fit gowns with tight sleeves. In the Middle Ages, most people wore wool or linen. Which fashion designers changed the world and how? So, some fashion designers that changed the world were Madeleine Charut, Jean Paquin, Coco Chanel, Jean Lavin, Elsa, Madeleine Vianette, Madame Gress, Valentina, Claire McCardell, and Bonnie Cashin. How Coco Chanel changed the world was she made unique dresses that everybody liked. Okay, so how much did dresses or suit cost in different eras? A men's two-piece suit cost $19.75 in New York in 1935. In a family, it would cost 35 euros to dress a woman during the Victorian times. To dress a man, it would cost 29 euros. How much did dresses or suits cost in different eras? A men's two-piece suit cost $19.75 in New York in 1935. In a family, it would cost 35 euros to dress a woman during the Victorian times. To dress a man, it would cost 29 euros. What income does an average fashion designer make, and what do you have to do to become one? An average fashion designer makes about $73,650 per year. And how to become one? The first step is honing your fashion designer skills. First, develop your skills. Second, learn more. Then, work out which fashion is your passion. Decide which designing field is your favorite. Plan some key designs. And then, decide if the fashion industry is ready for you. Assess your skills and personality. Setting yourself up for success. Get educated about the business side of fashion. Look for fashion design jobs. If running your own design business, be prepared to be financially astute. Be realistic, creating your fashion portfolio. Assemble a portfolio of your work, and that's how you do it. How did rich and poor dress differently during different eras? In the 1200s, poor women wore loosely fit gowns. Rich wore embroidery, mantles, and fur. In the Middle Ages, most people wore wool and undergarments and linen. Wealthy people wore bright colors, better materials, and longer jackets. Wealthy men wore hose and jackets. Women wore flowing dresses or crazy headgear. How did men and women dress differently in the 1800s? The women's fashion in the 1800s was stockings, drawers, chemise, kerchief, shoes, corset, gown, cap, sleeves, and a shawl. The men's fashion was breeches, pantaloons, coats with tails, shirts, waistcoats, greatcoats, Hessian boots, Wellington boots, cravat, top hat, and wigs.